Alright, good evening to you all. I am Ibrahim Sano, but mostly people call me Super Light. I'm here basically this evening to make some clarification when it comes to the calculation of resultant vector and direction. So today I will be dealing with vector calculation, how to do some calculation when it comes to vector. Yes, and vector quantity are those quantities that have magnitude and direction. How to do some calculation when it comes to vector combination or vector calculation. So as you can see, the question have been given. They said two boys pulling car with force of 24 Newton and 7 Newton respectively. Calculate the resultant and direction when they are pulling at the angle of 180 east to west, 360 degree north to let me just say 360 degree north. This one only going to one direction, 90 degree east to west. So we will first deal with 180 degree east to west because it's the first. So in this case, yeah, a certain thing we got to realize, that is those two forces. You got to know force 1, force 2 before doing any calculation. So we'll go to solving aspect. We're going to deal with number 1, that is 180 degree east to west. As you can see, F1 is not given yet and F2 is not given. So we got to check on the reading to identify the force 1 and force 2. So set aside two ball pulling car with force of 24 Newton. So we consider 24 Newton to be F1. F1, 24 Newton. Then F2 will now be 7 Newton. Then now, what next is to draw our direction. Okay. To draw the direction of 180, alright, it will be in the form. The question says what? From east to west. And this is our whole diagram. North, south, east to west. East to west. So our graph going to extend in this direction from east to west. Okay, so in the middle we got 180. In the middle we got 180 because we are dealing with the angle of 180. This 180 is the one that coming inside here. As we all know, straight line is equal to 180. Since straight line is equal to 180, then force 1 and force 2. What is the higher number there? Force 1 have the higher number of 24 and force 2 get the lowest number of 7 Newton. So we check on our line. That is, but first, before anything, let us determine the direction. Okay, from east to west. So east and west, there is differences between those two distances. From east to west, here east have the longer distance while west have the shorter distance. So the longer distance will represent 24 Newton, because 24 is higher than 7 Newton. Okay, 24 Newton. Then what next is this? The question says find the resultant and direction. To find the resultant, what we have to do is higher number minus the smaller number, and the higher number will determine the direction. Okay. Resultant will now be equal to 24 minus 7 is equal to 17. So it is 17 Newton. Okay. To determine the resultant, you have to minus the higher number minus this, or you got to minus the smaller number from the higher number. That is 24 minus 7, which will result to 17 Newton. To determine the direction, the higher number determine the direction. So the direction will now be equal to east.